Welcome to Trading Lounge and the European indices for the 25th of March. So no real change here. We're still working through wave 4. We can expect the next session to be bearish, but looking at Friday and Monday to be bullish. So we're looking at from wave 4 here, we're looking at wave 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5 here. So we're in wave 4 here. The 38.2% retracement level from the low of wave 2 to wave 3 here is roughly down here in this grey box that I've got here. So there is space for the market to move lower here, so we need to be a little bit mindful of that, but at the same time we need to understand at what point we can go long at. But it can move down into this space before moving higher into the 15,000 area. Currently we're just reacting between the 800 and the 500 here. So from 14,000 to 15,000, the Fibonacci numbers go 100, 200, 300, 1, 2, 3, 5 and 8. So we're really dancing on that 5. There's plenty of support there. So, you know, we may just get a little simple spike down here and that's it. But we just need to be a little bit mindful of that. So let's just take a closer look. This is the 1 hour chart here. So yes, we've been stopped out of our long trade up through here. We took a percentage at the 8 here and been stopped out here, so that's finished. So here I can see that we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 here. It's possible to have also 5 here as well, so that A wave, it's possible to have wave A sitting here for that as well. The B wave here as an A and a B and a C wave here, or an A and a B and a C wave in here as well. I haven't really pulled it apart. We've got an impulse wave down through here. Is that enough to put wave C in this space here on that spike? I don't really like spikes, so I'll be more tended to go over here for that. To put that over here, but we just need to be, let's go in and have a little look at this here. So as I mentioned, we could come down here as well as 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 5 here, so you need to be careful about that. So any long trades can be taken here on the 14,650, which is the lower end of group 2. So when we talk about 8 here, we always talk about the 72 and the 65. So the 65 comes in at 650 here for that 14,650. So gaining support on that would be the positive thing to go long at. So what we will do, otherwise we'll pick it up tomorrow morning and we'll pick it up down here somewhere once we understand this structure. But I'll just check that on the tick chart. But let's just say that if the market moves up into this space, that will give us our classic trading levels pattern at that point, and we can go long, get a better position there. But yeah, let's just check this out on the tick chart, shall we? See if we can make heads or tails of it. So if we look at this is wave 3 and 4. Is that right? Have I got that right? Yeah, that's at 8 and down at 5 and 650. I'll leave the 72 out for the moment, doesn't matter. Well, we can clearly see that we've got a nice 5-wave structure down through to here for that. We've got 5 waves down here. This is not showing us as a very nice impulse wave here for this. So we've got 1 and 2 here into here somewhere, all of 3 here down to there. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we've got this here, which will be the 50-60% retracement level from this area here. So that's where that is there. So you could even go long above that, you know. We'll talk about the 650 there, but we can edge in a bit closer here if you wanted to, like gleaning a small position at that, you know, across this point here. That would also be okay. So we just got to be a little bit careful here in that if we've got wave B up here and we're going down for wave C here, We just need to be careful we don't have wave 1 here and 2 here, and then that would put us down into, now I don't know if this is the case, but just drawing it out for us here as a possibility. So wave C, 5 of 4 here, and looking for wave 3 here, so that would bring us down. Well, first of all, we would want to see wave 3 be longer than wave 1 here, or at least the same length, so that's going to take us down to down here, or if not further down into this space. So then we could look at, this is 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 5, so that's, we could just look at that as wave 1 really. I mean, I could label it differently as well, but just for the purposes of it. So we'll kick back up to this space. Three, 4 and 5 down here for that. I've got wave 3 a bit short there, but and then wave 4 and wave 5, so we'd probably end up down close to the 14.4 here for that. So you've got the general picture of it here. So what you need to do, and we'll pick this up tomorrow and we'll be able to get a better position on a long trade down here somewhere, but the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 down here for that. So that's kind of how that will play out. Let's just check on that with the bigger picture here for the see what that looks like on my 4-hour chart. Oh yeah, that brings us down to close to the 1440 there. So that makes a nice little scenario in that case. So basically the A wave, the B wave, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 here, something of that nature. Also to the Stoxx 50, we'll also look at the FTSE as well, of course, but Stoxx 50 here, we've been looking at this as 1 and 2 here, and we've got a long trade here. So we decided to hold the long trade because the 38 here would be the 38.2% retracement level for wave 4. So in this case, we're kind of already in here in a way. So it might be in this, and it could be the same for the DAX as well. We just need to be careful, but it's possible to have this sitting here for that. Of course, if this high here gets breached, we can go long from that point, okay? But otherwise, we'd probably also have to look at this here as 1 here and 2 here and 3, 4 and 5 into this space or something of that nature. If we trade below the 3.8 here, and then it gets support up there, that would be the place to go long again here at that point with a classic trading levels pattern sitting in this space here for that. We'll go long here. But let's just see if we get that 5 waves down at that point there, or we are already done and dusted at this point. So we can count 1, 2, 3, count 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 5 to this point. So we can have wave A here. We could also look at this as 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5 down to here as well with a small B wave here. We'll see. But anyway, from that high to that low there, if that's 1 and 2, then we don't want to be breaching that high. So if that high gets breached, that's where we'll trade long from. Otherwise, we'll get it back from here. And I want to leave the stop out of the way. I don't want to get stopped out here. We've come through this far. We'll stay here and get this, and we'll build in on that position. Okay, the FTSE. So let's just go back to the 4-hour chart here for a moment. Let's just get the bigger picture. Right, so yeah, there's a few things going on here. I mean, it'd be nice to line it up as a green wave 4 with the other, with the other guys as well. But we've got that overlapping wave structure here for that. So it's a little bit tricky here for this. I wouldn't want to see it come any further down. I know I'll be a bit philosophical with the POMs on this one because the FTSE you know, is struggling. So let's just go back to the hourly chart and pick it up from that point. So we know that we've got overlapping wave structures at this point. This is the 50 and 60% retracement level, you know, not for a wave 4, but a wave 2 at that point. You know, I'd be very hesitant to go long here as well for this. I mean, this move up here is in 3 waves, so it's likely that we're going to be coming down here further for this here as 5 waves down for the A wave, an A and a B and a C wave here. I'm not even getting 5 waves here for that. I can count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 here for that. So it makes up a B wave, but we just didn't get the C wave there that we're looking for. So let's just leave this. I mean, if you're going to trade long, you'd go with the Stoxx 50 because it's the stronger one, you know. So we won't even put, I'll leave that there, but we'll just need to get a good setup for that. But the FTSE can catch up if the other market, you know, if it needs to. But it's just so sort of weak. So I'll just leave it. And yeah, so any long trades would have to go on the DAX or the Stoxx 50. And I'm making an assumption. I think in our bullish weekly cycle, we'll see the Thursday bearish, the Friday bullish, and the Monday. If the Friday's bullish, then the Monday will follow through on that, and then we'll be into our little trend to the upside at that point. Alrighty, I'll leave it at that. Thanks for tuning in. Cheers.